Welcome to Diary of a Holistic Nutritionist, and let me invite you to join me on a lifestyle journey into health and beauty using nutrition. We heartily welcome to our returning subscribers and the new ones. Please subscribe and press the notification button so that you'll be the first to know when we have a new episode. I am your host, Olakweju Osemubo, a scientist, a researcher, and a certified holistic nutritionist. We have spoken quite a lot about the different components of food. Remember, we said we want to go from what we know to what we do not know. And so we are moving gradually towards the deep end of food and lifestyle. And we want to talk about foods, fermented foods, that will help us maintain gut health. I'm sure we all grew up being told that germs are bad. So all bacteria are bad. All yeasts are bad. They are all bad. They are germs. But in the last 20 to 30 years, a body of research work has emerged telling us that not all germs are bad. Not all bacteria are bad. That there are beneficial bacteria. Can you imagine? Beneficial bacteria. We thought they are all bad. And that's the reason why some people use so much of antibiotics trying to get rid of all bacteria and other germs in their bodies. Science has shown now that we do not need to do that we cannot maintain health that is beneficial if we don't have some of these good bacteria. I'm using the word bacteria a lot because that's so well known. They are not all bacteria. Some of them are different other things. Some of them are yeast and so many other microorganisms. But what is so well known to us are the bacteria. That's why I keep saying bacteria. So these fermented foods are foods that are left, they are left for a while so that these beneficial bacteria can grow within them. As the beneficial bacteria grow within them, they alter the shape of the food. Remember, I said if you let your oil go bad, that is by overheating it, you pass the smoke point, that the oil begins to form strings. And those things are no longer nutrients. They are polymers. They are not good for the body. But these ones that we are talking about, the good germs, they actually alter some of the nutrients and make them better than they were. It's so fascinating that something you thought was bad, that a small group of them are actually good. They are so good that you cannot be in health without them in your system. These beneficial germs are they're so good that there are a number of issues in our systems that just show us that we don't have enough of the beneficial germs. For example, if you have a lot of gas in your system, it's a way of knowing that the different germs, the different bacteria types you have are not adequate, or you don't even have any at all. And if you are one of these people who use antibiotics over everything, the likelihood of having a safe and good environment for your health in your gut is very remote. Let me tell you something about the gut. You know, the gut is this thing, this tube that starts from your throat and it goes through your stomach and your small intestine, it goes to the large intestine, then it comes out through your backside, the anus. That's the gut. What is interesting about the gut is that it's one of the most effective way of maintaining health. If your gut is healthy, your health will be okay. If your gut is diseased, your health will not be okay. So anything that affects your health, your gut, will affect every other organ in your body. It will even affect your mental status. So it's important. And most of the things that control immunity in our bodies are in our gut. So important is the gut that is called the second brain. So the brain as we know it talks to the brain in the gut as we don't know it. So, but enough research is available now so that we can begin to introduce into our food fermented food, where these beneficial microorganisms, I didn't want to use that word for the sake of some of us, these germs, these beneficial germs in our guts are able to do their work. In fact, it is not only science, modern science, that has decided that fermentation is good. I'm sure you can tell me what you have seen that are fermented. Maybe what you don't like about it is that the fermented food has a special flavor. And so some people, because of that flavor, won't touch it. You are missing out. So it is important. For example, most of us know Iru, Dawa Dawa, or it's called Ogiri in Igbo. These are fermented things. So, and they are incredibly good for the body. And you also know many of the different types of paps that we drink. They are fermented. They are good. Each of these beneficial germs, when food gets into our system, they begin to work on the food. They alter the food in a way that makes it better than before they started working on it. In fact, that's the most fascinating part of the work of these microorganisms, of germs. Their ability to work on the nutrients in food and make them better. They can make them better through bioavailability. I'm sorry again. Bioavailability just means that something, a nutrient, is in a way that your body can use it. You can eat a lot and the nutrient may not be bioavailable. It's not available to your system, so it's not useful. But bioavailability means that nutrient is available for use in your body. So fermentation is an ancient technique, even if we are just knowing about the beneficial part of it in the last so many decades. But it's an ancient way, and it was for preserving food primarily. It's later they found. And another fermented food you probably know, or maybe all of us know, is yogurt. Yogurt is fermented milk. It's very good. In fact, some people cannot tolerate milk because of something in the milk, but they can eat yogurt. So, what am I saying? That we need the services of these beneficial germs in our guts in order for us to be healthy. If we don't have, we will not be healthy. Some people are bloated, some people have constipation, some people have diarrhea. They have all sorts of things happening within their gut, and they take medicine for them, But actually what they need to do is to introduce fermented foods. Africans have eaten fermented foods like forever. So it's not that anybody is introducing something new to us. But what we are saying is that we did not know how beneficial they were to us. So we are now saying, please add fermented food to what you eat. Not once in a while. Add it regularly so that your gut will be in health. Once your gut is in health, it will pass the benefit to your immune system, it will pass it to your neurons, it will pass it everywhere, to your cardiovascular, the heart, and the circulation in the body. So good is the fermented food that you just must add it to your food on a regular basis, in spite of whatever else you think about it, whether it's a tart taste or whatever other issues you have with it. So we are now saying, what do you know about fermented foods? I'm curious to know how many of us know anything about fermented foods and how many of us add fermented foods into what we eat routinely. It will be interesting. So let's discuss, let's generate information, let's ask questions, and do subscribe if you haven't, and share all of this information. They're getting very interesting, and be sure to like us and follow us. Do all that is necessary to improve your health. And until then, remember, wellness is the basis of health and beauty. See you then.